it's Deborah Atkinson, host of Flipping 50 TV and the author of You Still Got It, Girl. And I just finished a month-long daily yoga series with my Facebook fans at Flipping 50 TV. So all the videos are there if you want to go check it out. But what I want to point out to you is one big mistake that I often see in people who want to be doing yoga but maybe don't have the upper body strength to be doing yoga, and maybe they're compromised a little bit in their shoulders. So I want to show it to you and clarify where instead of being on your toes, it might be better for you to come down to your knees and or to skip this move called Chaturanga altogether. Watch this. So we start in this plank position, basically in Chaturanga, pushing back through the heels, opening up the whole hand, taking weight on every digit, and shoulders are right over your hands. Now, all things are pretty good up here for most people. What happens though is as we come down, we often take our head down first, or we take our shoulders down and they get lower than the elbows at some point where there's stress then to the shoulder unnecessarily. You don't want to be doing that repeatedly. And in a yoga class where you do Chaturanga repeatedly, coming up into upward facing dog and then downward facing dog, you potentially put stress on your shoulders dozens of times, and it's unnecessary. So what I want to show you is here. This is where it matters. As you come down, you want your head up, not reaching to the floor, but staying right here. Shoulders are still above my elbows, and then I'm going to sweep forward in this position. Lift up, and then exhale, pushing up. And this is an excellent shoulder opener. What I'm doing is using the strength of my hands to push into the floor, to raise my hips up. So kind of this point here, I want to raise to the ceiling, and then send my heels down into the floor. Exhaling, allow the weight of my head to drop down and in. And then release. So watch it again. As you come down and out here, here's the air. So this is truly what not to do, but this is what I'll see. Taking a nose dive, hips are up, kind of trying to cheat a little, not intentionally, but it often happens. And then reach up. Now, that may seem harmless enough, but done over and over puts a lot of stress on this acromion process in the front of your shoulder, tops of your shoulders, and ends up putting a lot of stress on them, again, unnecessarily. So what's your fix if you want to do yoga? You're in the middle of a flow yoga where that happens over and over is this. So here's what I recommend to my clients and group people who are coming to a class. Pushing back here, lowering down. When it comes time to lower down, take part of your weight off of your arms so that you can lower here, and then just scoop up into your upward facing dog. From there, you can always lift back up, curl your toes under, and be much safer. So as you're here, when you start to lower down, first lower your knees, lower yourself. What you'll be doing is creating the strength in the back of those upper arms, your triceps, so you can, number one, gain a lot of tone back there from doing that exercise correctly and spare the shoulders of the injury. That move is called Chaturanga. From your upper plank down to the floor, nice and slow. Here's another way to practice that is not nearly as much fun, but it will absolutely tell you whether you do or you don't have the strength to be doing it. You come down in what Yoga Fit would call a crocodile. So you're going to hold this pose for 10 seconds, 15, 20. But the key is do it in a mirror so you can see your shoulders are up high and not down low. That will tone those muscles as well, give you great core, and spare your shoulders the risk of injury. That's your flip for today. Let me know if you have questions.